Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Bamananam, and welcome to the Beating Bam playoffs for Season 1. The competitors you're about to see beat me, Bamananam, in one of the previous 6 qualifying events over the last 6 months. Those are called Beating Bam. Feel free to get in those in the future. These guys are competing for cash prizes and plastic, real-life prizes within the Disc Golf Valley game. Let's take a look at what the layout is these players are going to be going at. This layout is known as Decision Time. It's a series of 9 holes for this first round where players are going to be forced to make a decision, usually between taking a risky shortcut straight for the basket or taking the safe way around, which leads to typically a much safer birdie. Let's see what they choose to do. Our competitors for this first round on our feature card today, you're going to have AaaronChristens. Hailing out of Church, Texas, Aaron's been playing since July of 2022 on his phone. Absolutely loves his accurate water skip vandal. Make sure you check out some videos he has on that on his channel. Aaron Christensen Disc Golf Stuff, I think is the name of that one. Aaron Christensen is the proud creator and uh, manager, I guess, of the PRC Point Round competition and the ACE, Aces Come Easy Challenge in Disc Golf Valley. New to the scene is HighThere, coming out of Linden, Washington. Hi there. Really busted on the scene in the Survivor Series this last couple weeks. Really made a splash by making some huge improvements in a slow, methodical play, referencing screenshots and spreadsheets that he has, and making the most out of all of the resources that are available for a player in this game. HighThere's proudest moment, he just recently 3-starred Enzo getting his first drive. So congratulations to him there. Now we have John out of Outer Banks, North Carolina. John's been playing since January of 2022 on his phone. You'll see him on the Discord server hitting some crazy aces. If there's a hole you think, man, can this hole be ace? Is anybody going to be able to do it? It's going to be John. He's going to grind it out. He's going to find a way to get that win. John's proudest moment in Disc Golf Valley is winning the Ulibarri Rumble, his first major win in Disc Golf Valley, and got him some sweet disc in the game. Our final competitor is Fergie4rlz. Fergie currently #1 ranked in the global rankings on globaldiscgolf.com. And Newmarket, Tennessee, playing since April 20th of 2019, the longest competitor on this feature card. Fergie's proudest moment, he says, is winning Season 5 of Multiplayer and taking down the now infamous MM93. Let's go and jump into Hole 1. Hole 1 is Northern Lights 3. The decision to make here is whether to come down the fairway, the way the drone is flying here, or you can take a wide path out around the left side and take a run at it, see if you can end up down by the green for the eagle. 2 drop zones in play here, so if you're going wide, you gotta make sure you get far enough and past those bridges, so you got a chance at saving your par. First on the tee is HighThere. He's taking his glide water skip drive. He's on backhand. Oh, switch it to forehand. Forehand. HighThere. Switch it. It's oh boy. Okay. Luckily he did aim low enough. I didn't realize that this was the play all along. Low play with the glide water skip drive. Backhand turnover, burning into the hillside. Next up on the tee is Aaron Christensen, taking what I believe is his turn glide drive here. Looks like he's taking the risky line, get out wide around the outside. Let's see if this is going to work out for him, making the risky choice. This is going to need to fade back. It's starting to fade back there. Hopefully grab a little bit of tree foliage and slow down. This is looking really good. Until, oh, whoa. Crazy rock kick there, but lucky to stop him right there on the bridge. Fergie is up next with the accurate skip sapphire. Down low on the forehand line. It's going to skip up here a bit and get him probably going to be a good position for a second throw down to the green. It's a really common play there. I think we might see John do something similar. I think is going to be the glide sapphire for him. But this double sapphire forehand line is a very popular play and a really great one just to make sure you end up down there on the green. John's second shot here, I think he's going to sticky sapphire, if I remember his bag correctly here. Aiming down low, letting it just bend out left and fade back onto the green. And yes, he's here. He's going to be in great position to be tapping in his birdie. Fergie out here with his accurate sticky sapphire, aiming quite a bit higher than John took. Let's see, he's up high, coming down low. He's going to be down in the green as well, getting his birdie. I think it's HighThere is going to be up next. He's going accurate waterscape Sampo. Get this lined up, hopefully missing those trees. Uh-oh. Sketchy there, but it stays on the green. And Aaron last from the bridge with a lucky kick getting him over here. 231 taking his pier. Oh, nope. Switching that up to the Svea at the last minute. And laying it up onto the screen. Everybody going to be tapping in the birdies here. Fergie from 84 feet, basically a tap in with his accurate windbreak fuse. Everybody throwing in the short, easy ones. We'll keep it going quick when it's the short throw-ins. There's some holes where there's probably going to be some higher winds, so we'll watch those a little bit closer. But when everybody's tapping in, we can burn through those. Not much to see. Kalo Park 2 is decision time. Going round wide, taking the almost sure thing eagle, if you take the route the drone is going. Or you can try and cut through the trees and get right next to the basket for the albatross. It's looking like it's going to be a big wind out there. Let's see what our competitors choose to do here. HighThere's going to be up first. He's taking the skip sapphire. Looks like he's going to go around the backside. That's a lot of anhyzer on that. That's a different shot than I think I've ever thrown here. Then again, I don't usually cut through this corner when there's the wind. Bounce off the right side, looks like. Oh, yep, that was one of the recent updates. Gave all those sticks hanging off the trees a lot more collision. Still in the box. We'll just watch HighThere's next attempt at it here. Looks like he's aim a little bit further right, so hopefully get around that branch when we get out there. Get a skip off the hillside. Yes. And now it's going to be down onto the green. Skip Sapphire looks like a really interesting play. I've seen rollers and the Zonker line, Real Sky, and HighThere line, but never that Skip Sapphire that I've seen anyway. Looks like Aaron making the smart, safe play. Smart in my mind anyway. Get wide around the outside. Still cutting it through here as long as we miss these trees. Whoa. A little bit sketchy getting through there. But he is on and potentially even a look at the albatross despite going the safe way around. Fergie is also taking the skip sapphire and a bit wider right and taking a straight pullback line. This is looking good. If it gets a skip, it does, and it's at least in bounds. Oh, and then that roll to boot. You can see why Fergie is top of the global disc golf rankings right now. Finally is John, I believe is also his accurate skip sapphire. Clearly something I should consider, taking a skip sapphire out here, because I see 3 players who are playing better than me in a lot of instances, taking a skip sapphire. Then again, I see something like that, and maybe I'm okay still taking the layup, going for the albatross, or rather layup for the eagle in the future. John's going to make an adjustment a little bit further right to get around that tree. Hopefully going to get through this. Nope. Not through this time. These trees suck. And this is the risk, honestly. This is the risk of taking this shortcut. It's going to switch it up to the paradigm to straighten that out a little bit and take some power off. This time it's through, for sure. Man, get down. Holy moly. Well, it is through, but that took off way out there. John again with the sticky sapphire. And hopefully stay close to the basket. Let's stop the bleeding. Let's get out of this hole. Moving over to Aaron here. Aaron's 174 out there. He's going to take his his pier with the B stamp, get it way up high. I think it's a good, smart, safe bid. Not in the basket, but he's definitely secured this eagle. And a quick putt in there. We're going to get the eagle. HighThere from 93 feet. Tough throwing with a 4-wind. Anytime there's 4-wind, yeah, 4-wind rating, it's tough to get the power and the aim just right because it affects the disc just so much. So he's lined this up carefully. Second guess the pump fake. Oh, just off the weak side chains. Maybe a couple updates ago that could have stayed in with the chains, but we take that fair spit out, and we are okay with the fair spit outs instead of the unfair spit outs. Now, John a little bit low and tap his Fergie here, an X actually, not John. Fergie finishing at 56 feet, a little sketchy high, but taking the albatross and taking a lead on the card. HighThere from 50 feet, getting plenty of power taken off this. Hopefully as the wind lifts it up, drops it right into the center chains for him. There we go, and securing his par after the OB attempts. Aaron finishing out with the eagle. The safe way to get the eagle, gain strokes on the card, and that hole, when there's high winds, I think playing safe is a very smart move. Lakeside 9, decisions: are you laying up, island hopping along the way, or trying to get crazy for the eagle, or crazy for the albatross? The eagle's like more the standard play here, but the albatross is a new play on the scene. I think Steve popularized it first, of going for the tiny island in the center. Fergie's taking this, I think, a smart play here to lay up to the log, and he'll be probably thrown into that green, trying to get his eagle. Aaron is taking the Waterskip Sapphire. Looks like he's going for that middle island. Full power to the middle island. And if he gets there and stays safe, there's the chance that Albatross with a throw in here, I think some 300 feet, stop. It does stop. He stays on the green. HighThere with the Waterskip Sampo. I think also taking that middle island line, it looks like. It's going to really carefully line this up. Get that straight pullback after a pump fake or two. And looks like this is also going to be out safe to the center island, right next to the tree. I know ideally players are in front of that tree. John with the Waterskip Sapphire, also out to the center island. So Aaron, HighThere, and John taking the risky line. Stop. Stop. Uh-oh. Oh, inbounds. Very generous to the card mates there, giving John the inbounds lie. Fergie's going to take the glide water skip arrive here into the green, and it pops up there nicely. We'll watch John, HighThere, Aaron, and John all take a stab at the albatross. HighThere taking the stall up high. Nope, he's not quite there. Let's see this middle island risky line. Such a long shot that, at least in my opinion, I think it's bringing way too much risk into play to go for the albatross and really risk missing that middle island and straight away taking even the eagle completely out of play. John with the Explorer, just a little bit short. And then again, we'll see everybody finishing out their eagles. Fergie taking the lead, or keeping the lead there after that phenomenal albatross. The risk paid off for him on KP2. Followed closely behind Aaron and HighThere, and John working on the comeback, getting his way back to even. Pioneer Base 7 here. I'm not sure what this drone is doing. Nobody's going this way anymore. Ever since everyone figured out the shortcut out around to the right, gives you a much better shot as a throw-in. I think that's what we're going to be seeing most of our competitors do here. First on the box here is going to be Fergie, taking his, Sapphire. Is that a Sapphire? That can't be a Sapphire. I don't think would have done that. Did he? We're going to take a look. We're going to see what his bag is, see what that disc is he threw off the tee. I didn't expect Fergie on Sapphire there. I thought it would taken a more aggressive line, kind of like Aaron is here with the glide skip drive. See if you can get enough anhyzer on this. It's tricky to just get it right, to get it just right at least, to get around that corner, but not fade out into the water like this, and also not overturn it, so you don't really have much of a look at all. Either taking the forehand line with the glide skip drive, it looks like. Give it a little bit of anhyzer there, and this is certainly a much safer way. If you can get past this first set of trees, once you get over the water, you get a much better look. Not, no, well, I guess not a much better look, but you're always going to have a look. It's going to be further out, but you're not having the risk of fading into the water as long as you get through the trees. Here's John with his glide skip drive, his winter boss, winning some winter challenges. I think it was 1 or 2 years ago. And a great skip up here and the roll. Uh-oh. Stop. That's the plan. To stop. Great shot. John is right there for the eagle. Fergie is taking his glide sapphire on the forehand, taking a run at it. Oh my good. Oh no. I thought he was about to save that eagle from there, but not quite. I'm almost online. Aaron taking a Svea. I know he's talked about working with the Svea and trying to have it grow on him over the pier, or at least to complement his pier for throw-ins. But out from there, that turned more than the pier certainly would have. HighThere lining up his Don't Panic accurate roll core. Couple pump fakes, and he is just off the chains as well. Accurate sticky core, I think. Yeah, that's a sticky core. John getting his eagle. Aaron gonna finish up for par. There we go. And it is HighThere throwing in. You'll see PC players, computer players tend to throw in a lot more than phone or tablet players. It's really difficult to control the motion of that putt with your mouse. You try playing on Steam, it's really tough to do. Here's Alwood too. A lot of times the decision here is running it with the risk of going OB after the miss, or just laying up onto the island and taking a safe birdie. But the wind that we had this time around creates some more interesting decisions. This hard pushing wind brings this decision into play. John with his glide water skip strive, given a little bit of hyzer to counteract some of that wind or the turn that the strive has, and absolutely perfect one water skip onto the island and just tap it in, finishing out his eagle right away. Next is going to be Fergie taking his glide sapphire. Now it's a skip sapphire off the tee there. Get it around the corner and skip up under the bush. Now he's going to have the decision to make whether to try throwing that in or not. Aaron is taking his skip sapphire as well. A little bit more of an inside line, and he'll add the anhyzer to this. If you ever watch Aaron play, you'll see he is a master of angle control. He certainly prefers a style of play of taking a overstable disc and flexing it, as opposed to taking something that has a little more natural turn to it. HighThere's taking his accurate water skip Sampo and laying up this way. That's a play I'm not sure I've seen before. Laying up around the left side. I'm not sure the benefit that brings, because it takes any possibility of the tree backstop out of play. Gives it a further distance, so 171 feet here. Try and save with the Rico for the throw in. Aim low with the full power. Certainly a steerer style of throwing that he's developed here. But he absolutely nails it. What an eagle. All right. Aaron with his decision from 170 feet with the pier. Looks like he's lining up to go for it. Typically see players aim a lot higher if they're going to be laying up. And he is just off the cage, tapping in his birdie. Fergie with the spike from 172. Well, that was really short, but luckily the tree backstop is going to be able to hold that down. He'll tap it in for his birdie, and we are now going on to the next hole, Keho Park 6. This decision is playing around the left side. I wouldn't even call it laying up around the left side. It's playing around the left side or trying to take the really risky shortcut. That shortcut, I think, brings a ton of risk into play because if you don't make it, you're right back on the tee. You get a stroke and you don't get any distance. John's going to show us a cheeky little backhand line here. This glide water skip strive. And every time I throw this, I just jump right over that wall. And yep, that's exactly what happens when I throw that line with a drive. So not too surprised to see that there. But taking that shortcut, if you hit any of those trees, you're dropping down to the water and right back on the box. I know it's Reese, one of the top players in Disc Golf Valley. He'll often tell people, well, I don't know that often. I heard him say once that you should always go around the outside here. So if Reese is saying you got to do it, you got to think about doing it. HighThere with the dead skip is going to leave him some work. Fergie's coming in with the glide water skip DD3. Lucky skip there. A lot of times you hit those right on the shore and they're not getting any skip. Aaron is taking a forehand. I think it's going to be his light glide drive. A lot of his stamps are exactly the same. He loves that B stamp. And so I might not know every time what the disc is being thrown, but that's certainly the flight of a light glide drive to bring him onto the green. So HighThere with the dead skip left him a lot of work. He's going to go with the core. It looks like he's going to be running this. It was a pretty risky run from 210, especially with his throw-in style of going full power. And a full power after a pump fake or two pump fakes, you had me going. Nope, dropping short. Oh, good day for him to catch the side of that box there and stop. A lot of times that'll catch the side of the box and jump up into the air and go flying OB and turn your eagle attempt very quickly into a par. John giving a stroke there with the birdie. Fergie taking off, keeping his eagle. And Fergie with a massive lead here. 2 strokes over Aaron, 3 over HighThere, 5 over John. Which is another decision here on Frozen Valley 3. Taking this wide line, which is one of the more popular layup options. There's also a decision you can make of trying to slide on the ice and get all the way to the green. And a third, more recent play that came in is taking a water skip fairway and sliding up on the ice for 100 and so foot throw in. Fergie with the glide, I think this is water skip drive, looking like he is good here on the ice and absolutely perfect. You got to love how that looks with the straight skip or the straight pullback slide up onto the ice. Aaron taking his light glide drive, get similarly down low, and he is going to give this a also straight pullback. See if it works out well for him with the straight pullback for whatever drive this is. Uh-oh. This is fading early. Oh boy. But it manages to make it there onto the green as well. John's turn to give it a go. He's taking his glide water skip strive, another straight pullback. Nobody taking the shortcut line on the ice. Oh, well. Okay, so ice. What the? Okay. I was gonna say we might be seeing John re-tee again, but somehow that luck gives him a lookout here. Wow. HighThere with his strive off the tee. Give it the hyzer. Looks like this might be taking the layup play, letting the wind bring this safely over onto the snow. What a break that John had there. Should have been OB and right back on the tee, but the ice said nope and told him you are staying safe you're getting another shot at saving this eagle. Either in the layup from 239, I can't imagine he's giving a run for this because any miss is directly OB. And yeah, that's the smart play there. If you lay up off the tee, you gotta lay up again. John from 36 meters, taking his use. I'm not sure what the Coyote Canyon stamp disc is. Fergie finishing with the fuse. John with the eagle. Fergie with the eagle. Aaron from 62. No doubt he's going to be getting the eagle. And then HighThere going to be finishing out with his birdie. There we go. Let's watch the scores update. Fergie to 12, John to 7, Aaron to 10, and HighThere to -8. And I'm just getting word here that that Coyote Canyon disc that John threw is his accurate windbreak spike. His favorite throw-in putter. All right, the decision to make here on Iki Springs 8 is not really a layup, but a backhand line that goes mostly over land and stays safe most of the way, or a forehand water skip line that gets a nice big skip off the water and usually ends up on the green if you hit it well. See Fergie taking his glide sapphire. This is sawn off early. This could be in some trouble, but when you get breaks like that all day, you can take the riskier lines. Aaron's taking his water skip Vandal. We're going to see him absolutely park this, I'm sure of it. Accurate water skip Vandal, I know he says he loves this wind more than any other wind because it gets the perfect shot for the Vandal. Ooh, okay. A little bit sketchy with the double water skip. You don't usually want to plan for the double water skip, but does end him up there right on the green. Here's from John again, taking his sapphire line. Getting low a mostly straight pullback. This could have some trouble with the rocks, but it doesn't. Good job, Sticky Sapphire, putting on the brakes and slowing it down. HighThere with the water skip Sampo coming straight at it. And if he gets a good jump up here, yes, he's going to be on the green. And I suspect we're going to see eagles through and through. 96 feet is a gimme for a player like Fergie here. Obviously, Aaron's tap-in is the gimme. And then John and HighThere are both here for the putts as well. Fergie with several lucky breaks along the way today. But, you know, when you're playing at the skill level he is, I think it was a Paul McBeth or a Ricky Wysocki that explains when you get those lucky breaks, you got to believe that you earned them. Or maybe that was just the Jomez guys talking about Paul's mindset, Paul McBeth's mindset. And in here on Downtown 6, frankly, was a much more difficult hole prior to the coming of water skip into this game. Now, see, most players are probably going to lay up short over here with a sapphire off the tee, get close near this pole, and then it's a pretty smooth, simple water skip from here across the water onto the green. Aaron is taking his skip sapphire, following Fergie off the tee. They'll be in, looks like, almost exactly the same spots off the tee. John is up with his skip sapphire. Looks like he takes a little bit of power off that one. He doesn't want to get too close up there and maybe have his angle cut off. That can be tough. You get right close to that fence. You have to aim higher to get through. And HighThere coming with his sapphire off the tee. And looks like we're all going to be in right about the same spot for the second shot crossing the water here. HighThere, the skip, getting a little bit extra distance. He's 501. We'll see the pretty easy glide water skip drive. This drive has a little bit of natural turn, so he doesn't have to give any flex to this at all. In fact, give it a little bit of hyzer so it doesn't turn too much. And a big water skip. These never look like they're going to get far enough, but they almost always do get here onto the green. 511 for Aaron, who here he opened up his bag and realizes, shoot, he didn't put the glide water skip drive into his bag for this layout. So Aaron makes the tough decision, means the shot that you have to take is the layup. And honestly, it's not a terrible shot. I mean, to have to do a good layup to give him a look at this basket. He'll be about 200 or so feet out there. And used to be a more common play before a water skip if he got stuck out here. John with his glide water skip drive, a different approach, giving out lots of HighThere, double skip, and up onto the green. Fergie taking his glide water skip drive, so a lot of the similar plays by these players. Get his big skip on the water. He plays it a lot safer to make sure it gets more onto the green, but still a very easy routine throw in. 262 for Aaron. I think it's probably going to be his Vandal to try to throw it in. From 262, aims a little bit to the left for the turn of the Vandal. Is it online? Ooh, just stay in. Would have been a wonderful way to end with those fireworks for Aaron there. We'll see HighThere throw in his final shot on his eagle from 47 feet. See everyone finishing out with the eagles, and it looks like the final scores we're going to have, if everyone's getting an eagle here, is going to be Fergie4rlz at -16. Hot round for the day. John is going to be at -11. A heck of a comeback after the rough roll on KP2. Aaron's finishing out. He's going to be at -14. And HighThere finished around at -12. So it's a phenomenal play from those guys. Here's what the leaderboard looks like from the playoffs. Tied in first for round 2 is Smoo, Reese, Chasen, Code Blue, and Fergie we just saw play it through. Followed closely behind Hyundai, Chris Kleinden, Feather, Stever, Zonker, and Shawizzle. Many other players are following up in that tied 10 spot as well. Alrighty, that is going to wrap up round 1 of the Beat 'n Bam playoff. Stay tuned and make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss when round 2 and the lead card is posted coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed one. And as always, stay bogey free.